representing Maryland's 39th district, which is just across the way from here. But I'm also a labor organizer, and I'm also the son of a union activist. And I stand before you all this evening on the eve of a really important vote, because I, like you, recognize that the fate of our democracy and the fate of this country lies in what people decide on Capitol Hill.
Yes.
Our democracy is at stake. And democracy comes from the Greek word demos, meaning the people. And the moment that we forget that we play a role in making democracy work is when we forfeit our power and we allow this country to descend into something that we cannot or no longer recognize.
Woo!
And so tonight, what you are doing is not just exercising people power, but making sure that as part of democracy, you are making your voices heard tonight. And so for that, sisters and brothers, I commend you, because the fate of our democracy, for our youth, for generations yet unborn, starts tonight.
Yes.
What is clear is that the law was broken.
Yes.
What is clear is that there are a few people in Congress, namely Republicans, who refuse to acknowledge that very fundamental fact of why it is that we're out here and talking impeachment in the first damn place.
Yeah.
And so what we are seeing is a preponderance of evidence that shows that the man that occupies the highest office in this country broke the law.
Yeah.
And any individual, any group, any political party that justifies, defends, condones, or comes down on the side of the individual who broke the law, are they themselves complicit? We must not allow Republicans or anyone that defend these kind of actions,
conservatives,
to continue to serve in elective office, because what they have shown us is that they are willing to sell us and our values for political and partisan reasons. Plato once said that the punishment for people who do not pay attention to the affairs of the public, is to be ruled by evil men, and I will say evil women as well.
Yes.
True. Shall we call names? But that is the punishment for people who do not pay attention to public and to elected government and what it is that they do on our behalf. And today, we are seeing the outcomes of certain decisions and how it is hurting our communities. Each and every one of us are impacted directly or indirectly. And we cannot stand idly by and not defend each other, because what we have learned from history is that when we are incapable of fighting for any vulnerable member of our society, we are diminishing ourselves.
Yes.
And so we must be willing to fight for every individual, regardless, Black, Latinx, LGBTQ, working poor, transgender, gender non-conforming people who have experienced homelessness. Let us fight for all of us.
Woo!
Because that is what makes our democracy vibrant and will continue. This is not about us. Our role is to plant trees that we will not be able to sit in the shade. It is for the next generation and those yet unborn. And when we call for impeachment, we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing it for the next generation. Is that right?
Yeah!
When we allow bad behavior to continue, we condone it ourselves, and we allow for even more evil things to be committed. So let us stand up, but let tonight not be the only night that we stand up. There are other days that we have to stand up too. When Congress is acting on issues that are important to seniors, that are important to working poor people, that are important to LGBTQ people, when it is important to working class people, we should all be showing up.
Yeah.
Just tonight, are you willing to fight for somebody that you have never met or do not know?
Yeah.
Are you willing to fight for someone you have never met and do not know?
Yeah.
That is what makes our country great, and we must continue to do that. Tonight is just the beginning. Let us grab a friend and neighbor, and when it's election time, let us show up like never before. Let us register. Let us make sure that we're having conversations with friends and people we do not know. Fight for them, show up for them, and then vote. Because in a democracy, ultimately, you have the power to change the conditions that we do not like. And you do that by voting. You do that by grabbing a neighbor and going to the polling location, because we know that people don't want us to vote. When we don't vote, this is the kind of things that come out from it.
Amen.
Yeah.
So tonight, thank you, sisters and brothers, for showing up. But this is not just a moment, it is a movement of people, of conscious people who recognize that our democracy is in jeopardy.
Yeah.
And what it takes is good people. No change, no good change comes out of Washington or any state capital until good people organize and mobilize and demand those changes and hold those accountable. Thank you very much, and continue to stand in solidarity.